Drive me bonkers here. YouTube, you're killing me today, you fuckheads. Like, for real. Okay. Alright. My sound is weird today. I don't know why. Oh, fuck. Okay. God damn. Alright, well, despite YouTube being a fucking pain in the ass today, let's give this another go. Today. Instead, just set up to do some orc painting. I will be actually going to go play. I'm going to go to my friend Matt's house, and we're going to be having a 4v4 battle of epic proportions and maximum stupidity. So it should be pretty good. I was on their side, on their team. I can bring Necrons. We can do that. It's a thing we can do. So I've got them all loaded up in the box next to me. And it should be a good time. Should just be really chill, sort of fun. I've technically made my list, so I know what to take. I haven't actually gotten anything together in Battlescribe yet, so I don't have any minutes once I get to the place. Because my army is largely revolving around a Catan, so I'll be taking my Horny Fox as probably like a third of my list. I run him as a Transcendent Catan, so he's like close to 300 points. And then I've got a couple expensive HQs. I've got one of the big War of the Worlds walkers that has a cannon on it, so it has something to resurrect, and a couple other bits and bobs mixed in there. But should be ideas of like synergy or anything, right? Like I made sure I had some troops for the War of the Worlds walker. That's about it. So that was like it. I think I had some scarabs in there too, and that's like a 500 point list. So yeah, let's get some flush towns blocked in. For the squig and our guy. And this is green skin from Army Painter. I don't often use this color, but I wanted to use it, or I picked to use it today. Plus that will really make him stand out from the other WA boys. So I wanted to emphasize it. So this guy doesn't have any custom building or molding or anything, because he's pretty much just like a fat guy in a suit with elephantitis legs. So like big, swollen kind of legs. Like I technically could have given the squig like big swollen legs, but I don't know. The model is too pretty to do that too. And see, I'm screwing up a bunch. It's okay. You can come back and fix it up. And the way that his body works is just not... It's not indicative of like giving him a big gut or anything. So this guy just doesn't have any like customization stuff to be the people leader, unfortunately. All my other named characters all have like some kind of customization thing, but I don't know. I couldn't think of one that worked for this guy in a way that I wanted it to go, so I chose. Alright, let's make sure I get green all around. I don't know where I'm going to need it. Again, it's okay if we get it other places. That's okay. Because we're painting like we get dressed. So we can come and we can get the higher areas later. But yeah. Looking forward to going to my game today. Should be a good time. I haven't actually played 40K in a hot minute. I haven't played 40K since Hawaii's big spike back in June. So it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to it. I probably don't remember half the rules. So we'll see what happens there. But just played in a tournament that was last weekend. Fortunately, I missed signups for it, so I did not get to play in it. But it's all good. So I do have to end probably a little bit before 11 today. Because yesterday at one of the local stores, Westside Comics and Games, they had a which is actually located on the east side of Honolulu. It's an Aiea. Really nice store. Julius, the owner, really good guy. I like him a lot. He's a bro. He had a auction. So if you wanted to sell something, he basically gave you a place to put it up for sale, like a miniature storefront, for a day. So I put in bids on two things. I put in bids on a big box of bits, which is pretty cool. Just because I like bits, you know, that I can make something cool out of them. Right? Like, so, you know, I looked through the box and I was like, okay, there's some neat stuff in here that I would, you know, find something to do with, right? Saw there was some AdMech stuff. I saw there was some, that was pretty cool, right? So, big box of bits. And I was like, okay, I'll bid on that. So that's pretty cool there that you could have bid on. Building the army is a lot of the fun for me. So if I don't get to build it, like it cuts out like half the fun of having the model for me. I think that's really. But they had like a AdMech army and a Necron army, and there was a Stormcast army. I should have. But the other thing I bet on was some kind of big Eldar walker robot thing. Robot creature. I was like, that's pretty cool. And it's not something I would normally paint. And everything. So I was like, yeah, that's worth a couple bucks to me. So I ended up bidding on those two things. I don't know which one I won yet. The store called me and told me that I won one of them, or told me that I won something. I'm assuming I won the bits box. Because I doubt anybody. But we'll see. We'll see what I won. So I could have some kind of big, weird robot thing waiting for me. Or I could have a box of bits. Or I could have both. So, yeah. I just have to wait and see now. So I'm going to go over and pick up whatever I want prior to going and playing with my friend. Alright, so blocking in his pants. I'm going to block in the black for this armor. This guy will probably not get to detail painting today, but we'll be able to get probably most of the color blocked in at least. I was going to do the red gobbo today, but I figured I should ask the guy whose model it is if he minds if I stream it first. So he's going to be one of the guys that I'm going to be playing against. So I'll ask him that today. If he doesn't mind it, I will stream it tomorrow, or I'll stream it next week. Tomorrow I'll be at work. Tomorrow will be a late work day. I have pulled out, and I have something that needs to be in like kind of working order before Tuesday. So is that everything I'm doing in black? It would seem that way. Alright. Can't wait to know what it is. Oh, to know what I won? Yeah, I don't know either. Alright, I don't want to get this guy. I don't want him to get paint on him, so I'm going to move him. Yeah, I'm excited too. When they called me last night, they called me just to notify me that I won something, but they didn't know what. They couldn't tell me what it was, so I'm excited as well. Leather brown, leather brown. I'm assuming I got the bits box. I think it's very unlikely I won the Eldar robot. Because it's not like it was a thing that would have been cool kind of deal, but wasn't like something that I was like, oh, I need to have this model. So I did higher than that, probably to resell it, to be honest, because the bid was really, really, really low. I think I did like $5 over or something like that. But yeah, so hopefully if I didn't win it, you know, someone who actually wanted it won it. And not just some like dickhead scalper, you know. That actually happened recently with Battletech minis. One of the stores got some in. They're really, really excited because a lot of people are really excited for Battletech on the island. It's just really obnoxious to get. So they got a bunch in, and they were like, "Yes, finally, we are ready to rock." And two guys came in and bought fucking everything. Just to scalp it on eBay. And I can't fault the store for that, but like when, especially like it's been made way worse during COVID when there actually are like shortages of stuff and all, you know, and production problems and shipping problems and all that, you know, you have a lot of scalpers. That's really crap. Bum, 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 bum. It's doing the loading thing again. Okay, well, it looked like it was working on my end this time, so I'm just going to leave it for now. We'll try to sort it out for next stream. Go. Then we're going to paint his saddle. But yeah, so it's pretty exciting thing, and then sort of put bids on it. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I don't know what kind of turnout it had, but I had advertised it on like the Discords I'm on and stuff, and I know one of the guys from the Discord went and bought a knight, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully he'll enjoy that. I know he was pretty excited for it, so I think he got it for like $60 or something too, something crazy. So yeah, so that's pretty cool, you know. Somebody getting to have a good time, getting to share stuff. Get something they want, you know. That's really what it's all about. Get it unblocked in, so then I have some idea of how the colors on this model are gonna work. Good. It was nice to see family. It wasn't I don't know. Like there was definitely, I got it working out, you know. Trick-or-treating. We got to hang out a bunch. We went to my favorite hobby shop in Maryland called Third Eye Comics, who I really, really love. And it's still a really cool comic shop. One of the streams, my mom bought for me some stuff for Malifaux. That's pretty cool. Got that behind me. Its details are extremely small, so it's gonna be a real challenge and a half, but we'll get there. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's very nice to be back in Hawaii. Going away really reminded me how great this place is. This place while I was away. And my poor dog, who, you know, I had to put in a kennel. It's good to be back. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Just hitting some brown areas since I've got them still. I still have some brown, so I'm going to use it. But yeah. So, since I hurt my wrist, I've been painting a lot. You can probably see I'm actually keeping it pretty still. So much orc stuff on my desk right now with the stomp on all. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's see. We gotta do the inside of the mouth. Ugh. Give me a fleshy, butthole-y color. Fleshy butthole color. Cobalt skin from Army Painter. I love this color. This is the color I paint like all my dongs and buttholes and stuff in. It's also the one I use for like all the like insides of mouths and. It's like I'll generally do like the inside of a mouth in it, and then I will generally do tongues in like more of a pink. But right now I'll just get some color down on it. but I am gonna I don't know, maybe I will. But yeah, so I decided to hold off on the next couple of 40k boxes. They're really good boxes, but honestly, as much as I like my GSC, I just really don't feel like working on them right now. So when that box comes out, I'm gonna pass on it. Warcry box. Well, it's really cool. Yeah, you can see I'm overpainting the hell out of this, but it's because I want little bits of it when I come back with the white. Same thing here. So the Warcry box is really cool, but honestly, it's just the terrain is really nice, but I just don't need it. I have enough terrain for streaming. Yeah, I'm just overpainting for when I come in to make sure I have like the lip details done. But yeah, so the work new for them finished up for the end of the year. And honestly, that's just a lot to add. It's a lot to add to like sort of my goal before the end of the year. So my goal before the end of the year is to have all my orc stuff done, and like a bunch of like little hobby stuff done. Because I've got a couple outstanding models that I want to like knock out. Genes I don't have for my Gene Stealer cult. However, right now I just really not super interested in working on the Gene Stealer cult. It's gonna be, but the current rules you only have one of each single character model each chapter anyway. Yeah, but I don't have any of those characters, so it would have been a good box for me. But to be honest, I just really don't feel like working on them right now. Like the army I'm really excited to work on right now is my vampires for AOS. Or these orcs, right? Like that's really what I want to do. I want to work on orcs and vampires and stuff. I want to build my Malifaux stuff. I want to do other stuff that's not GSC right now. So, or the like spider guys or whatever. So, I will say I fully backed the Monster Apocalypse Kickstarter. That's going to be a pretty hefty chunk of change. It's not going to be out for a year. But I mean, it's basically everything that's in Monster Apocalypse right now, but in plastic, which is really cool because the model designs aren't what put me off Monster Apocalypse. It was the fact that everything was like this weird resin metal shit hybrid. So like I've decided to fully back that. I've got all the expansions, everything coming, which is pretty darn cool. So I'm going to ask my husband for a big dragon for Christmas for my Stormcast. One of the big dragon daddies. Here, I think I might actually also ask for the Dead Zone 3 starter box. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Pretty big project, but it will be one like in the new year. I think that's pretty fun. So we'll see. Right now, that's what I'm thinking about. Battletech stuff as I can find it, and as it comes out. And those models are just fucking gravy. Coming along. So now we have a lot of like colors blocked in. It's into the like sort of picking out details. All right, so he's got some teeth here. We have to do the inside of his mouth. Do I still have that pink out? Okay, I do. Good. It's green, but that's okay. So we should have done this before we did the green anyway. There we go. Now we have most of our colors blocked in. Let's take a look at what we're going to need colors-wise. So there's some like pistons and bits and bobs in here. There's a wire. So I'm going to need a color for the wire. I'm going to need some color to differentiate some of the metal in here, which I'm probably going to do in like a bronze color. So like, you know, I'll pick that gear out. I'll pick this spring out. Stuff like that. Right, bits and bobs there. Same thing for here. There's some bits. Well, I need to paint this footrest. I'll probably just do that in gunmetal as well. I'm going to need silver for this. And again, on this whole rig here, we're going to have different different little metal bits and bobs. There's some skulls and some teeth here. The squig has some teeth, eyes, skulls and teeth. More metal bits here to pick out, bits and bobs like the little thing there, Gotta do those. Grenades here, they're gonna be copper. Gonna pick out some details on the gun there. Gotta hit that again. Little clip on the bag, little clip there, stuff like that. So, bunch of different little details there to pick out. I am gonna do one more color on him before I let him sit. And that, pardon me molesting the camera, is going to be Emerald Alchemy. This is a color from scale 75 on his back. Because since this guy isn't a wah boy, since he's going to be the people leader, it makes sense for him to like have a kind of like different like logo aesthetic. So we're going to pick that out so it stands out as well and gets the big Snake Bites logo. Wah. And then I'll start picking at his details and get him all done. He's going to be a pretty quick model to paint. Is going to get a double wash gray wash, and the lower part is going to get an apothecary white. Yes, I know those are contrast paints and not washes, but it's going to get a coat of contrast paints because I'm going to use them like washes. And then after that, he'll get stippling for the skin, for the squig as well. And then all the orc stuff is just going to get hit with Agrex Earthshade, like a green shade, but we'll see. But yeah, should be pretty easy to do. I do have to wrap up pretty soon, but I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about the Stampa project again. Let's see. Next we'll be doing details and cleanup. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna set him off to the side now, but he's an awesome model. Awesome model. Okay, now let's talk about the Stampa a little bit and what's coming up for the Stampa. So, right now, pretty close to being done. So I've turned the head into a bobblehead. I need to re-secure the top into a spring, which is pretty good. I've done a lot of like bits and bob customization, like this armor plate here over the titty cannon. I need to drill out all the guns still, and then I've put a lot of these like plates, like walkways all around it, because I want the Stampa to be more of like a mobile base kind of looking thing than like a big death robot. So he's got his dick cannon, because every orc robot should have a dick cannon. And then I went ahead and I knocked out some of the, more than one sentence at a time. I put some of this metal grating around because I thought it looked cool. So there's a little there on the arm there. They're long, which is pretty cool. Well, I've got this ladder here. Got little pipes and stuff like that. Little bits and bobs. And then that's because when I put the LEDs on the inside, you'll be able to see the light coming through them. And I'm going to have little like vignettes set up inside. So this one's going to have like a little grot hanging in the window. Let me find the grot. Yes. So this one's going to have this little grot like hanging in the window off like a wire. So you'll be able to see him like hanging down in there. It should be pretty cool. There's going to be some more wires and little gubbins and stuff too. Like little techno pieces. Some techno pieces in it. So there's some tubes in there, and then there's like a power monitor thing with lights and all, which is pretty rad. So when it has the light in there, it'll shine through and you'll see it. The front is capable of being removed, so you can get into the inside, because that's where the 9 volts are going to be. That's also how I'm connecting the legs. Right now they connect with magnets here as well. So what I was trying to do with the legs is I was trying to make him a little bit taller. He's really spiky and hard to hold at the moment. I was trying to make him a little bit taller, right, with these like stilts kind of thing, which I liked because I thought it gave him like a different profile. But honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. However, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think we might move to just the lower legs. Partly because then I'll be able to easily transport him inside my box without having to like take him apart every time and stuff. I'll be able to put him inside my transport box easily, and that should be pretty good. But I'm still on the fence on that. I put it on with a magnet because I didn't know if I wanted it yet. Hold on. My thumb is in the way. Why am I being so dumb with this? I didn't know how I felt about it yet. Felt like a little bit much, to be honest. So I think I'll probably take that off and put something else there, like maybe a fan or something like that. The other thing he's going to get is he's going to get a big, he's going to get a wheel on the back here. So worst case, it will be this one, or better case, it will be slightly, so he's like charging electricity. Also, all of these like things that are sticking up, they're going to get either grating, like what's right here, or they're going to get panels like this. So they're like railings, which is pretty cool. And then like loading junk into the junk gun. There's going to be a couple other orcs all around him, like one running down. I want it to look a little bit more like a mobile base than just one big robot kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited for that. These guys, I might paint them separate. I might attach them and just paint them. I think they're gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass if I attach them and paint them. So we'll see. So I'll probably paint them separate after I get the rest on. So he needs another level of just like little details. I have to fix the head. You can see it's a little busted right now. I've got to fix that. I've got to decide on the legs. I don't think I'll do this chest cannon. I just don't like it. Just didn't work out. But yeah, I've got to finish these walkways. There are little bits of stuff here. I'd like to have some kind of armor plate, like maybe like right there or something. You know, maybe like that. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Just little pieces here and there that I'd like to do on him still. And then I have to decide on the legs. The legs are really the big thing. Because if I think they might make him too big. I'll have to say. I don't know. The washers, if he doesn't have the stilts. I think he just needs the magnets then. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, he's got a lot coming on, but he should be ready to paint pretty soon. He's gonna just get gunmetal base coat and then picking out armor panels. My plan for the armor panels is to kind of like do him in stripes, so he's got a little bit of stripe action going on. So he's a little bit like the Harlequin demon from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my inspiration for him. So I can get over to see what auction I won. Here's our guy we did the base coats on. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it there. So I can get over to the hobby shop before I go and play today. Yeah, it should be pretty good. And hopefully this was interesting. Probably a little rambly. I apologize, and I apologize for the problems getting set up and all that nonsense. I don't know why YouTube decided to be dumb today. But hopefully next time I stream, I'll have my Stampa all ready to paint. And maybe we'll get to paint Stampa next time. Yeah, we'll see. Also, if I did win the box of bits, I'm going to stream unboxing that. If I did win that. So I'll be doing that later tonight if I did win that. So anyway, hopefully this was fun. Or slightly interesting, or any of the above. But I'm going to run because I got to go hobby everywhere. And